Never take no cutoffs and hurry along as fast as you can. Virginia Reed. Welcome to Grimly.
I might keep saying drippy biscuit.
Oh my god. Cheese.
Yeah, a lovely drippy biscuit.
It looked good, right?
It looked delicious.
I know, but you gotta serve that next to like a salad. I even have a salad saved.
Yeah, you gotta have some grains.
It's like a green grain salad.
Yeah, you need something to counteract all the cheese that would be in that pastry.
It was literally,
sure.
I don't know how long she cooked that thing for. It was just chunks of Gruyere.
Just chunks of cheese wrapped in puff pastry.
Gruyere is kind of a stinky, funky cheese too. Once
a little
it
bit,
cooks.
yeah. That's fine.
I'm here. I'd eat it.
Mm-hmm. With a drippy biscuit.
I don't know. It looked like the biscuit that she chose
Was not a great one.
No, it looked like it was like a fruit.
Yeah, it did look like it had some
Sweet.
cranberries or almonds in there.
Yeah, like a dried nut cracker.
I'm not saying it has to be that biscuit.
Agreed.
I just like saying drippy biscuit
Well,
in a British accent.
kind of weird to call it a biscuit anyway, isn't it?
I mean, we're not British. It'd be weird for us to call it a biscuit. We
It's
call
just
it
a different
cookies.
thing. Or a
Shortbread?
was it a crostini?
No, she called it a drippy biscuit. I'm
I know she
assuming
called
that
it a
means a
biscuit.
cookie
I think it is a cookie.
in England.
I think that is cookies.
Yeah, a biscuit is like a tea cookie, like a shortbread cookie.
Could be.
It's not like a sugary chocolate chip cookie, do they? You know?
No, but it did look like.
It looked like something you'd dip in tea
Oh, really?
to me.
Oh, I thought it looked like something that you spread like cheese and like,
Or something you spread cheese on.
or dip into like a.
Into a pile of cheese like she did?
Yes.
Yeah.
But to me, that's like a bread. A cranberry bread or crostini or some kind.
Yeah, but they call them biscuits. We're arguing about nothing.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to learn like what equals biscuit. Like how many different things could equal a biscuit in British cuisine lore. Yes, I don't know cuisine.
I don't think lore is the right word.
No,
We don't need cuisine lore.
that could be fun.
Anyways, you guys have no idea what we're talking about. This is Grimly.
recording?
Yeah, we are.
Christ,
it's right in front of us.
I can't tell
The red
which
light.
of those red lights equals recording.
It's the little one.
I guess I can see it now that I look, but it could just be like a reflection of some other lights.
So you're just putting the blame on me.
I just was unsure. I should just assume yes.
Always recording.
we
Always
start over?
recording, always watching. I am the NSA.
Oh, the secrets.
The secrets of a drippy biscuit.
Is there a more interesting place to work? Probably, to be honest.
than the NSA? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're probably watching a lot of boring shit.
It feels like a little narky.
A little narky. You're not wrong. Do you want to figure out your mic?
It's just gonna fuck with me, that's all. Eventually, I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, I think maybe just angle that. There you go. You'd probably be fine then.
I feel like this mic is gonna come on me. The angle of the mic is aggressively above my head.
It's staring right at you. You said that on air. You know we're recording at that point.
It sounds so inappropriate.
It really is. But you know what? This is not a podcast for children. Yeah, this is an NSFW, not suitable for work. This is Grimly.
Welcome to Grimly.
I am Missy.
And I'm nobody, so don't even ask.
I'm just some stupid slurring bitch on this podcast.
I'm this Mike's slut. This Mike's naughty girl today.
That mic is your
If
daddy.
anyone could see the angle of the mic, it would make a lot of sense.
it's angled down at you.
I keep trying to pull the arm down so that it's looking up at me, and it's not. It refuses. It's like, no.
It's very, because mine is doing that, which is even funnier.
If I was a dog, the angle of the mic over my face would be very upsetting and alarming to me. You know how you shouldn't just like, you can't walk up to a pet and have your hand kind of weirdly
hover
over their face.
Yeah.
They don't like that.
Yeah.
This is exactly what's happening. I'm uncomfortable. I'm feeling uncomfortable. What are we talking about today? Let's move on. I'll ignore this.
You know what this type of year makes me think of?
I don't know, but I'd like to think about anything other than this mic. The angle of this mic.
Just ride the segue with me, okay? This type of year makes me think of Manifest Destiny.
It does? I didn't expect that.
Like I said, ride the segue.
Okay.
Manifest Destiny is a phrase that represented this belief that Americans in the 19th century, 1800s, aka
my favorite,
your favorite time, as we established.
I'm stuck in the hell of the 1800s for weeks at a time now.
You've got a mic dick in your face.
Oh, God.
And you're stuck in the 1800s. Sorry.
That was really good. That's really good.
Okay.
All right.
So the idea of Manifest Destiny is the destiny to spread across North America with what might some people now call American imperialism.
Yes, definitely.
Which is definitely what I would call it.
Yeah.
Some people is us. According to a historian named William Earl Weeks, Manifest Destiny could be boiled down to 3 tenets. Americans' unique moral virtue needed to be spread across North America. Gross. Not good. A mission to redeem the world by spreading the American government and the American way of life. It's giving a little bit of fascism, right? And the nation itself had a divinely ordained destiny to fulfill the other 2 tenets.
Wow, so we've always had the audacity.
We really have the American audacity. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because, like, I feel like when we were taught Manifest Destiny in school, it was always taught as something positive.
Yeah.
Always like we did this because we were pioneers and we're blah, blah, blah. It's like, this is actually pretty fucking gross. Because these tenets are obviously icky. And the concept of Manifest Destiny led to the displacement and murder of hundreds, if not thousands, of the continent's indigenous tribes of North America.
So Thanksgiving season is what makes you the fall equals Thanksgiving equals Manifest Destiny?
Sure.
Okay, I'm trying to...
Sure.
Okay.
You know, I was just trying to find a segue, and I chose weather.
Wait, just a peek behind the curtain, ladies and gentlemen.
Of the insanity that is this podcast.
Okay.
Okay, so... obviously, displacement of thousands of indigenous tribes. This is one of the reasons why the Mexican-American War was happening in 1846.
Oh, okay. They were like, not interested, thanks.
Mexico's like, what are you guys doing? We're like, we're taking it. Bye. There's also a conflict with Manifest Destiny of deciding whether or not some states that are being newly established should be slave-owning states or non-slave-owning states, which leads to the Civil War of the United States. So, besides all the problematic shit that comes along with Manifest Destiny, there's also the promise to many Americans that traveling west would give them better life. Whether that be owning your own land, getting rich from mining gold or other raw materials, some religious freedoms. The Mormons are a big version of that.
It's true.
But packing up your entire life in the 1800s in a covered wagon was also incredibly dangerous. If you played the Oregon Trail, you get that.
Yeah, it died every time, many times,
dysentery.
multiple times.
So many dysentery moments. However, one scenario in the Oregon Trail that was not an option for survival did happen during this time of Manifest Destiny. The incredibly fucked up and tragic story of the Donner Party.
Oh, okay. I know the Donner Party. Obviously, most people do.
Most people do. Do you want to give a beatdown of what you remember from this?
Truckee Lake. I know they ate shoe leather. Obviously, they ate each other eventually, and it wasn't very good eating. Everybody was very sinewy and thin. Not a lot of good meat on those bodies.
Nope.
Pretty grim shit.
This
But
is
the things that they ate before.
they got to that point.
Yes, like boiling their clothing.
Yeah.
Christ.
It's not good. So
I mean, starving. Truly.
massive trigger warning for anybody
Jesus.
right now, because we're gonna get to cannibalism. So knuckle and buckle,
There's
baby.
no
There's
Chianti and fava beans in this one.
No, there's no Hannibal Lecter. This isn't the fun cannibalism. Fun cannibalism? Maybe that's not the right word. But you know what I mean.
The fun Hollywood kind, you know.
Yeah.
You know, the Anthony Hopkins kind.
Yeah. There's no
It's cute.
Jodie Foster is not in the building.
She's not going to save us.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
And these people are survivors. Like, truly.
Truly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's set the scenario if you were going to be traveling on the Oregon Trail. So, you're a hopeful settler in the mid-1800s, Meg's favorite time. Here are a few items that you would have to consider before journeying west. During this time of Manifest Destiny, there were two trails most wagon trains would take. The first being the Oregon Trail, which is, most people know because of the game.
Most millennials, yeah.
Most millennials, sorry,
Gen
yeah.
X, Gen X, the generation before us.
Generation before us,
I think. And us. And that's it, probably. It's a small window.
Yeah.
I don't think the younger ones know.
So the Oregon
Because
Trail...
it's not a good game. It's a terrible fucking shitty game.
The Oregon Trail was a computer game that us old people would play
In school.
in school
And at home.
And at home, it were like basically you were pretending to be a Wild West settler, and
It's like Sims, sort of, for...
kind of Sims, kind of Harvest Moon.
I don't know that.
Oh, it's like a farming game
Oh.
where you basically you had to like play the scenarios that these people would face traveling west.
Yes.
So, and dysentery is usually
Have
how
you seen
died.
the Oregon Trail? Like, have you been, as I used to work Pacific Northwest, so have you seen any of the...
I think maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's probably likely, but maybe not. You might.
I know
They're pretty
there's
loud about it.
Yeah, there's Lewis and Clark National Park, which I'm assuming is where the Oregon Trail ends.
I don't know.
I have no idea. It's long ago. So there was the Oregon Trail, obviously, which led to Oregon, and there was also the California Trail that isn't talked about as much. So while the Oregon Trail was the more established route, the California Trail was still being figured out by the pioneers making the trek over. So kind of some trailblazers, for lack of a better word.
It's all bushwhacking and
Rough
more
stuff. Rough
and
stuff.
more.
Yeah. So it would take about 6 months for you to travel on the Oregon Trail or the California Trail, and that is moving roughly about 15 miles a day, which is totaling about 2,200 miles the entire trip. About 10% of the people who decided to travel west will die.
10?
10%.
That's not as much as I would have thought, but that's good. Those odds are pretty good.
90%? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess. So the terrain you would have to pass through would include prairies, deserts, mountain ranges, and multiple rivers. If you're trying to get to California or Oregon, you have to get over the Sierra Nevada mountain range by October. So ideally, you were leaving in late March or early April.
Which is still kind of winter.
Yeah. Yeah. You're still...
So that you can cross it in probably like June, August, September before it starts to get really...
Before it starts
cold
snowing.
again.
Yeah. Just snow was the big factor.
Yeah.
I mean, you're traveling in like a range of weather, right? I mean, if you're traveling over, let's say you're starting in, Missouri, there's tornadoes.
My God.
Like you're traveling in tornado season towards the west in a wagon.
I know. It's
It's wild.
It's incredibly impressive what humans
people-
are capable of.
Yeah. Also terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, so Springfield, Illinois is where the story starts. So two brothers by the name of George and Jacob Donner. George is 60, Jacob's 56.
Old!
They're pretty old, yeah.
Jesus.
So they decided that all of these factors were worth the risk and decided to take their families west in the hope for a better life. The reasoning as to why these two decided to pack up everything and leave is still a bit of a brain scratch, considering that both the Donner brothers were very successful farmers at the time. And these are some pictures of them. So this is George, his wife,
These dudes
Tamsin.
are old. For the 1800s too.
Yeah. And like Jacob, I can't find a picture of. There is like a Jacob Donner, but I think it's a descendant of them. That's Jacob Donner's wife. So, very old-timey pictures. Yeah, 56 and 60 is like, I'm not packing up and leaving.
No.
Also, they had like successful farms. It's kind of weird that they decided to go.
I read a book about it.
Oh, okay.
About I think the time in the Truckee Lake area.
Okay.
Or generally about the group. So I know that there was some discussion about like why they took the route that they took. Maybe they were suggested that they didn't, but they did it anyway.
Oh,
You're
we're going to
probably
get
into
that.
that.
Yeah.
It's called The Indifferent Stars Above, which is like,
The name of the book?
yes,
Oh, okay.
tragic of like, they're just up there, don't give a fuck that we're all suffering down here. And you're just like cursing the sky.
A little bit, yeah,
Anyway, it's a very
absolutely.
good book, but also, I don't recall where they came from, and maybe there was like some Dust Bowl issues, maybe where they was it
The
starting
Dust
to
Bowls
get...
was 1920.
Okay, so later, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
getting my
It just
tragic history
Right.
confused. You couldn't find any reason why.
No, it's just
I
it
don't
sounds
remember
like
why.
so they both had really big families too. And my assumption maybe is like they had really big families, and I think one of the wives, George's wife, Tamsin, she wanted to like establish a girls' school
Okay.
that's over in California, and so maybe they just like kind of wanted a little more freedom in the West because it's less established. There's
Sure.
more freedom to make your own religious choices. That's why like people like the Mormons kind of traveled over. It kind of seems like maybe it was just a bunch of that type of stuff, like just like a bunch of little things, or maybe they just like wanted a sense of adventure.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay.
So I mean, like why they decided to leave it all behind is still kind of unknown, especially because both families had a lot of children. A lot of them were under the age of 10 when they decided to leave. So traveling with kids is hard in modern day. Can't imagine like doing
These kids
it.
are probably doing jobs. But
Yeah, they're probably have.
I think a lot of them died.
They did. Spoiler alert.
Sad. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's terrible. But it was so long ago.
Yeah.
None of their families are even alive anymore.
I don't know.
Not their immediate families.
Maybe direct descendants. I'm
I don't
guessing.
know. Just
Okay.
saying, I'm laughing. I feel bad about it, but I doubt any of their family members are
We laugh so
listening.
we don't cry. How about that?
Yeah.
So the two families joined another man for the trek over, and his name was James Reed and his family. James was a businessman who was also hoping for a fresh start in California and was looking for some adventure. There's kind of conflicting sources that say that he was either bankrupt or wasn't bankrupt during this time. So just, I don't know, be aware that if you read about this, some places are going to say he was successful, some places are going to say he was bankrupt.
Great. Okay.
Complete opposites.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I just put he was a businessman. James' wife, Margaret, also had severe headaches, and the hope was that the West Coast climate would help alleviate these headaches that she had been experiencing as well.
Isn't that funny how they think that like
Different air.
yeah, like the ocean air or whatever. Well,
Let's wait for you to pour.
oh,
Cue the pour.
it's a screw top. Sometimes when I open my fridge, if I want a rosé or a white or something, and I don't have a screw top, I'm annoyed. And I'm a person that has professionally opened hundreds of bottles of wine, so it's not challenging.
You
but
just don't wanna
still am
deal
just
with
like,
it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. And this is a picture of James and his wife.
Okay. He looks like Rasputin a little bit, to be honest.
He's
with you.
giving a vibe of somebody, and I can't figure out who it is.
Rasputin.
Is it Rasputin?
I don't know. If he had a longer beard.
I'm thinking an actor. An actor.
If he was an actor, he would be. What's the guy that did the pianist where he lost him?
Oh, Adrian Brody.
Yes.
Oh, I can see that. I can see
Ish.
that. Yeah. Okay. And that's his wife, Margaret. And this is like the picture whenever I feel like I've seen like many documentaries about the Donner Party. This is the picture that always like pops up.
Let me see it again.
I feel like this is always like
This is the one that you recall.
the History Channel is always like Donner Party, blah,
Okay.
blah, blah. The
They
city
look
was
like
started with...
they're wearing fancy clothing. This is
They're-
like a nicely staged photo.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they
They probably
definitely are
sat for 6 hours for that photo to be taken. I
Seriously.
don't know how long it took, but
the
it would have
longest
taken a long time.
selfies. It's just gross. I hate it. And you're like, what if you have to sneeze?
It's like 100 degrees
You
outside.
have to itch in your nose. You have to sneeze.
I don't know how
You
it
have to
works, but I
pee.
imagine it takes a long time.
It takes forever. Okay. So between these three families, there were 32 people, 9 wagons, and 9 of these people from that group were from the Reed family, which included James, Margaret, and their 4 children. Margaret's mother and 2 hired servants.
Okay.
James Reed made sure that his family was going to travel west in style with an extravagant wagon setup. The custom-made wagons had 2 floors in it.
I'm just trying not to jump ahead, but I'm like, I don't think it goes well for this extravagant wagon.
No. The wagons also required 8 oxen to pull them.
Yeah, big guys.
Big old cows. It had a stove, cushioned seats, and sleeping bunks.
Listen, I don't blame him for being like, let's put this house on wheels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would want to be in that one.
Yeah. You're a person that hates camping, so.
I like camping. I don't like the schlepping of the things that I need
things.
to camp. You know, if I camped for, I think it's if you were doing it for 3 or 4 days, then it would be worth it. I really, 24 hours is too much.
Stuff to
Schlepping.
move. Yeah. Schlepping is the
Accurate way to
accurate
describe-
term.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there are numerous accounts of people who traveled with the Reed wagons talking about how much they hated these wagons. One, because they seemed very show-offy,
Oh,
which, I mean... whatever.
haters.
Yeah, haterade. And 2, because these wagons were super slow.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And they took an extra set of oxen to pull them on the easiest terrain.
Which equals more food
Uh-huh.
for the oxen, more water for them, all the things that they need. It's just more work.
Yeah. These are like physical, like live creatures that are pulling these,
And they
trains.
need, to eat.
They need to eat. Girls gotta eat. Oxen gotta eat. So the Donners were a little less flashy with their travels. Both George and Jacob had actually traveled significantly in the past. They were both German immigrants who had traveled from North Carolina and kept progressively going west before ending up in Illinois before deciding to take this trip west.
Sure, keep going.
Yeah, they just decided to keep going, I
Yeah, I
guess.
would.
I mean, they stopped in Illinois for a significant amount of time, though, and became farmers. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow, nomadic. Imagine if you're 50s and you've already traveled slowly from
Yeah.
one part of the country to another and then established yourself as a farmer, which is not like a quick overnight job. It would have to be 8-10 years
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
of doing
crops
that.
takes a long time to establish for sure, especially in this time. April 15th, 1846. Donners and the Reeds leave Springfield, Illinois, and have an uneventful journey getting to Independence, Missouri. On May 12th, where they meet up with a larger wagon train who they plan to travel with the rest of the way on the way to California. So the end destination is California. This makes the total count of the wagon train 87 people. And that's about 50 wagons.
All right.
It's hard to fathom.
Caravan.
Yeah.
That many.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot.
It seems like
is
a lot.
And it would go very slowly.
Huh, exactly. Who's the lead? The slowest one or the fastest one?
Fuck, I don't know.
There's just so many semantics. There's just so many people moving. And this is not the biggest wagon train, not even close. You
Wow.
know? So this wagon train they joined was also the last wagon train of the season.
Okay.
Because if you remember, I said before, you want to travel in late March, early April, ideally.
So does it sound like they just sort of groups of people go together?
Yeah.
Obviously, it makes sense to move in groups, but
Yeah.
if everyone
Safety
is
by numbers.
constantly going at once, then you're just sort of traffic jam. I don't know, but
Yeah, it sounds like maybe
if you're not ready to go
if you're not ready to go.
in these 3 weeks, then you can wait a few more weeks. And then
Right,
go
and there's
with the
going to be
next
more
group.
people coming.
Yeah. Okay.
And essentially until there's maybe an decided on cutoff.
End of, yeah. It's no longer, it's this is
If you
the
do this
last
now, you're fucked.
opportunity.
Yeah, this is-
before it's really dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. And you will die.
You might be on your own, or hopefully you can catch up to the.
Yeah, exactly. So at this point, the other wagon trains heading to California had left at least a week earlier,
Okay.
before that May 12th date.
A week doesn't seem like,
I mean, if you're traveling 18 miles a day,
it seems like you could catch up just going a week later, but
maybe, I don't know. But the Donners and the Reeds were not super concerned because they felt like they had enough time to get over the Sierras before October.
Okay.
That's like the main agenda. Get over the Sierras and you're golden, essentially, is what it seems like.
And where does that start?
Springfield, Illinois. No, Independence,
Sierras?
Missouri.
No,
The Sierras. Sorry. The Sierras are
Nevada?
They're
Utah?
They're like Eastern California, Utah, Nevada. They're like kind of
So it depends on where you're at, of course. But like you basically, get over the Sierras and you made it.
It's most of the way.
You're basically
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Once
exactly.
You've made it. Okay, but
Yeah,
sure.
but the Sierras is like the big thing to get over.
Right.
Because the Oregon Trail and the California Trail kind of went around the Rockies, is what it looks like.
Okay.
I'll show you a map later.
All right.
So yeah, like the Sierras is like kind of the biggest obstacle, I guess.
And it's not a joke of a mountain range either.
No, yeah. By July, the wagon train had made it to Fort Bridger, Wyoming.
Okay, they're pretty good.
They're doing
decently
good time.
close.
Yeah. And at this point, everything was going similarly well for the large wagon train. They had not had many issues on the 650-mile journey so far, and they were making pretty good time, all things considered. They were traveling about 20 miles per day, and they still had plenty of provisions left, so they were not worried about the Sierra Mountain Range at this point.
Okay.
What are you Googling?
I'm just going to text my husband because he was going to make pizza.
Oh.
Sheet pan pizza. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be hungry for pizza. And he's like, well, we could do it on Sunday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And I was like, I think we could do pizza. I just decided in the middle of this episode. And we just ate lunch 5 minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, pizza. I could do
Pizza sounds great.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Don't ask me questions.
I mean, I asked.
Do you want to come and have some
I don't know, maybe.
It's going to be a sheet pan pizza. It's a lot of pizza.
It's a lot of pizza.
Anyway,
Okay.
you should probably go back a click or two.
Okay. So they were traveling about 20 miles per day, and they still had plenty of provisions left. So they were not worried at this point about the Sierra Mountain Range. They're like, we know we have to make it over. We're not worried about it. We're good.
We're confident.
We're good. We're Gucci. We're golden.
Are we overconfident? We'll see.
I mean, that's going to be the
History
question.
says yes.
Yeah, history says yes. A big, absolute, 100% yes.
He said, yeah, pizza's happening. He didn't care. He was like, you're going to eat it anyway.
Good for him. Okay. Fort Bridger, however, is where a fateful decision is made.
Yes.
The larger wagon train has a plan of taking what is called the California Trail, like I mentioned before, which routes over the northern top of present-day Utah. But there was a rumor of a shortcut that the Donners and the Reeds found appealing. The shortcut was written about in a pamphlet that had been going around called The Immigrant's Guide to Oregon and California. It was written by a lawyer named Lansford W. Hastings, and in this pamphlet, he had a newly proposed route called Hastings Cutoff.
Yes, a cutoff.
Yeah, and this, just to give you an idea, this is the map I was talking about.
Okay, I'm certain I've seen this map. This has been discussed greatly in the book, and last podcast on the left did a really good, I don't know, like 4-part series about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really good. Yeah, okay.
I'm looking at that.
Terrifying.
I'm looking at that cutoff. It doesn't look like a shortcut.
It does not look like a shortcut at all. I know, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Right.
From a pamphlet, it's so hard. It's just hard because, like, it's all going to be hard. And you're like, oh, maybe this is, like,
A little bit easier.
we were kind of, like, on the tail end of the season. Like, maybe this will be a short. You're right. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it's shorter.
It doesn't look like it's shorter. I
Okay.
think maybe a shortcut in the sense that, like, it's an easier traveled route.
Was it, though?
We're going to get into it.
Okay.
I'm going to say right now, I feel like the villain of the story is this Hastings guy.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the route claimed to have cut off 300 miles of the trip. So this is what the route's claiming. They're like, we'll cut off 300 miles if you take
It's a lot
this."
of miles.
It's a lot of miles.
On foot, yeah.
Like, you can't just, like, fold a state in half and make, like, that's almost an entire state,
Wow.
if you think about it. So they say you cut off 300 miles by going south of the Great Salt Lake in Utah. And the claim is that if you take this route, you will also potentially arrive in California an entire month early. This is a very big, boisterous claim. A month early in 300 miles. Would you take it?
No. I'm going to take the road well traveled. Sorry.
I agree. Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I also have knowledge of the Donner Party haven't existed, so I sort of like I learned from other people's mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. You're like, ooh, yeah, okay. While the Donners and the Reeds were weighing their options about which route to take, James Reed gets some advice by an old explorer and his friend named James Clayman. Clayman says, quote, "Lansing couldn't pour piss out of a boot if the instructions were written on the heel. In fact, he's never even taken the cutoff himself."
Yeah, I thought I recall them being warned, do not do this.
Yeah. "I advise you strongly to take the known California trail. Don't take the shortcut hoping it will save you time, because it will not." This is from a seasoned explorer.
The expert on the scene.
Yeah, literal probable
Like, you're
expert.
lucky that you were even able to have a conversation with this man.
Right, right.
Oh,
So
my God. Okay.
James Reed does not take Clayman's advice. Mm-hmm. And the party decides to take the Hastings cutoff route to California. Why would you even ask?
I don't know.
Like, it seems like your mind's already made up and you're like, well, I'm just going to do this anyways.
I guess it was because it had been such smooth sailing so far. He was like, how much worse could it be? And like never
Yeah,
having
for
seen
sure.
it. I don't know, just was not researched well.
Yeah, I mean, probably. It just it just really sucks.
There's like an ego at play here. most
Probably a little bit of an
certainly.
ego, for sure. You're right. So, after the decision is made to take the shortcut, the Donners, the Reeds, and some other travelers decide to head out using the Hastings cutoff route. The wagon train now consists of 87 people, most of whom had been convinced by Reed and the Donners that this was the faster route. This group consists of a few other families and a few solo men traveling. It also is decided that George Donner will be the leader of the wagon train, which is now officially called the Donner Party.
Okay.
Some other places call it the Donner Reed Party, but I think Donner Party is probably what it's most well known as.
Yeah.
July 31st, 1846. The Donner Party leaves Fort Bridger, and they almost instantly run into problems on the shortcut. Originally, Hastings informed the Donner Party to go through a canyon in Utah, but once the group went to the canyon, it really doesn't seem like there's going to be a passable route with the 20 wagons they had. Because if Hastings had already done this route, he had done it by horse. He like rode a horse through. So he didn't do it with a wagon.
Like, what would you gain by...
Oh, you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they sent a messenger out to Hastings where
Yes. I was like, I thought he got involved directly.
he did, yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay.
So where he then responds and tells them to sit tight while he finds a better route for them.
Okay.
He's like, okay, this route is going to work for you guys. Just hang out for a second.
Oh, like it's not just you and like a couple of guys on a horse.
Oh, that's so weird. I thought it was. Yeah, no, it's not that. He's like, okay.
And no wonder it only took me, like, it saved me a bunch of time because, like, I didn't have, like, a bunch of children and
And a
oxen
wagon.
and a wagon and a stove and all this shit with me and grandparents.
in like 20 other wagons behind me.
Christ.
Okay, so Hastings is like, sit tight, I'm gonna find you a better route. The Donner Party waits almost a week for a better route
Burning daylight. Okay.
from Hastings.
All right. Stressful. It's getting sketchy.
Yeah, so Hastings finally sends out a messenger. Because also, like, this isn't like they're on like a phone call,
No.
you know?
Yeah, you're just like...
You have to send somebody on a horse to go find this fucking man. Hopefully he's in this town or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Just sitting there with your thumb up your ass in the meantime.
Seriously. Thumb up your ass in the desert. So, the group finally gets a different suggested route from Hastings, where he suggests the Wasatch Mountain Range. They get to the Wasatch Mountains, and the terrain is incredibly difficult to navigate because there is no fucking trail.
Oh my God.
He literally was just like, try this.
Why wasn't he like, go back? Go
Because he's
back.
a jackass.
God damn it.
So
Why didn't they think, you know what, this isn't working for, there's so many tragic mistakes
you're
happening.
like, why didn't we just turn around and go back? Yeah, absolutely. So trees have to be cut down daily in order to make route, and the party travels 36 miles. Do you want to guess in how many days?
I don't know, 2 days? 1 day? Half a day?
16 days. Takes them 16 days to travel 36 miles.
So it's like 2 miles a day-ish.
Yeah. They were originally traveling 18 and 20 miles a day.
I remember, like, yes, at a certain point, it's like you are building the trail as you're going.
Exactly.
When they were crossing rivers, they had to build
Bridges.
bridges, right? I was
Yeah.
like, was it boats? What was it? Whatever it was, they had to build a way to get across.
Like a ferry, weird ferry system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, much slower. Just you might as well have turned around and gone back the other way.
It would have been safer probably. So yeah, they traveled 36 miles in 16 days.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hastings had also been corresponding with the Donner Party during this time, and he was trying to give them quote unquote better routes to take. He kept sending messengers out to these people. They kept sending messages back. Just like this correspondence of like, he'd like, keep going this way, just keep trying this.
So like, oh, we'll just be here chopping these trees here for the next 8 hours. So
Yeah.
ride back and forth.
And it seems like Hastings was just kind of throwing suggestions out there without really knowing
The land.
or maybe caring that the Donner Party was being significantly delayed. And the speculation here is that it seems like Hastings was giving different groups different routes to take.
Just to see how well it went.
He wanted to test out the best route for Hastings cutoff because he wanted to establish some sort of trading post along this cutoff first. So he was basically trying to be like, take these routes, find the easiest one.
Pigs.
You're the guinea pigs.
You do the work.
You do the work. You cut down the trees.
And then whichever one gets there quickest is the best way.
Yeah, and then I'm going to establish a trading post along this route because then I'm the only trading post here.
I'm making the money.
I'm making the money.
Damn.
Yeah. August 22nd, the group finally gets through the Wasatch Mountain Range. The animals and people are all exhausted, but now they have a new challenge in front of them. The 80-mile wide Salt Lake Desert.
Oh, okay.
Which was one of the most inhospitable places in North America because of its lack of drinking water and the grasslands for animals.
80 miles. At least it's like flat, but like 80
It's
miles.
flat, but like
it's hot.
There's also a problem here because the desert, this desert specifically, is like weird sandy mud, and your wheels are constantly getting caught in the mud, and your poor oxen don't have enough food to pull you out of these like mud pits you drive yourself into. It's all fucked.
It's so bad, and it just get worse. Like it's just gonna get worse from here.
It's all downhill.
Oh no!
It's so far downhill.
God, are we talking about anything specific, like all the weird things, that, like bugs and all the gnarly little tiny shit that happens to people?
No.
Yeah, because you don't have time for that.
We don't have time for I mean,
Got it. It's bad. There's
It's
so many.
bad.
Okay.
there's bugs, there's gangrene.
So many like daily horrors.
Just imagine trying to go to the bathroom.
yeah. People are really sick,
People are sick,
scurvy and things.
tuberculosis, or what they call dense consumption. It's all bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They're at this point they're fucking
Footnotes.
weathered.
We're just doing the footnotes
they're,
version.
they're weathered for sure. Yeah, I mean, you could read entire books about this, like you just said, and that could be a 4-parter, like last podcast on the left, dude.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a 2-parter.
Okay. A
Because-
two-parter.
yeah.
You've been warned.
You've been warned. Sorry. So everyone's exhausted. They're in the Salt Lake Desert. During this time in the desert, Reed's herd of cattle runs off that he had, and some of the oxen too. And they waste another week trying to find this herd.
Sorry. They ran away?
Yeah, they got startled. They
Wait,
ran
they have
off.
cattle for their own
They have
consumption?
cattle.
Okay.
Yeah, they have cattle, and then they have oxen
Okay.
for the wagons.
All right.
Yeah, so a significant amount of Reed's herd runs off.
Oh, dear.
So Reed's trying to find the cattle. They waste a week trying to find the cattle.
Oh, my God. Another week.
Another week. Like, the stress. I can only imagine. You're like, we're sitting out here, like we are running out of time. We're running out of fucking
And
time.
by the way, it's like flat, so it looks like it ought to be simple. Like we got to pick up ground here. We got to make up time.
But you can't make up time because you're riding through fucking salt flats that's like mud and sand.
This makes me want to visit this area.
Me too. The mud and the wet sand crossing the desert has seriously depleted their supplies as well, because they're taking a lot longer to travel a lot shorter of a distance.
Yes.
Because it's like you're walking through mud, right? And then all this extra effort crossing into the mountain range and looking for cattle. So, sorry, let's go back. So, they had to cross a mountain range that they were not planning on crossing. They had lost a herd of cattle, and now they're like traveling through this hot desert in the mud. So this is all seriously depleted their supplies. This is all just the quote-unquote shortcut.
Oh,
the
Jesus.
cutoff is what he was calling it.
Do you think he regrets it at this point? Is he like, I know this was a mistake,
I don't know.
and it's too late to go back, or like it'll be worth it? Because now you know that you're not going to be a month. You're not going to be a month ahead because you've wasted already so much time. So maybe you break even,
Or you double down and be like, no, we're fine.
I know, like what is happening in the man's
The male ego.
mind. Yeah. Like how are we coping?
You gotta check your
Very
ego,
curious.
bro. That's
And then like, the wives are like, what the fuck?
just the eye rolls.
I told him I
Not-
wanted to go the other way. I begged him.
Just there's also just like safety in numbers in this scenario, because like, there's other things out there. There's animals, there's the indigenous tribes out there that are
I know.
yeah. It's all not great. So, during this time, everyone's fucking stressed. They're running out of supplies. 2 men ride ahead of the wagon train in an effort to get supplies to bring back to the group while they slowly push forward, which seems smart. They're like, you guys go ahead, bring back some beef jerky and M&Ms. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
Gonna have a Gatorade and some Cheetos Puffs, please.
Yes.
Just taking the grocery list. It's also during this time, on August 25th, 1846, that the group had their first casualty since traveling. One of the solo travelers, a man named Luke Halloran, who had been suffering from consumption at this time, died.
Okay.
Which, consumption is now just tuberculosis, right?
I don't know. That's like a respiratory illness.
Yeah, it's very like pneumonia.
Yeah. Okay.
Coughing.
I know what is it? That Lonesome Dove? Hold on. Isn't there? Never mind.
Nope. Oh, you thinking Tombstone?
Tombstone. That's what it was. I was like, that's not it. It's another Western.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I think, one of them was dying
Val
of
Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. I think he played
Doc Holliday.
Did he play Doc Holliday? I was
I
going to
think
say
so.
White Earp. But he coughs into the handkerchief.
Yes, he does.
And there's blood.
Yes.
We've seen that in so many movies now, and TV shows.
That's the one.
About this time.
It's the only thing I know about tuberculosis.
Just the cough into the handkerchief. They pull it
A
back.
gentlemanly.
They pull it back. There's blood. We've all seen it.
Yeah, he could still get it though, even with tuberculosis.
Yeah.
In that film, anyway.
Oh.
He did. In fact, the ladies were still about it.
I thought you meant he could still get tuberculosis. No. I'm like, yeah, he already had it. Dumbass.
That's like his best. One of his best.
Yeah, right.
One of his best.
No. He can still get it, and he can ruin my credit score. It's fine.
He was a doctor. I don't know why they called him Doc. Okay, so now, because of this episode, I'm going to have to go back and read this fucking book again. It's been a number of years, and I'm going to have to watch that stupid movie.
Right? We should watch Tombstone later. Okay. I have anything to do with this movie.
And that's the reason we watched Tombstone again, is because of the Donner Party.
Right.
So my poor man has died of consumption.
Yes, he has died of consumption. He is 86 from the chat.
Yes.
The Donner Party chat. Finally, on September 26th, 1846, the Donner Party makes it through the Hastings cutoff.
Okay.
So that's almost 2 months.
Oh, in fact, it cost them a month.
Yeah. So they make it through the cutoff. They rejoin the California Trail.
Oh, my God.
So this cutoff was supposed to shave 300 miles off the route. But in actuality, the shortcut added a significant amount of miles. Do you want to guess?
I don't want to.
Just fucking guess.
Is it 116?
125.
Oh, okay.
You were close.
Well, I generally have like moderately informed about the story, but I couldn't recall. That's fucked that you can just make up a lie.
Yeah.
Like, who's measuring this?
Yeah, so it added essentially pretty much a month
Oh, God.
and 125 miles.
Listen, that man warned them. He said, do not do it.
Listen, if I did this and got back to the California Trail, I found out it took me that much longer,
You'd be warning everybody.
I'd be 125 miles. My new manifest destiny would be going to kick Lawrence Hastings' ass.
Yeah, you'd be like, you guys continue on.
My manifest destiny would be an ass beating.
I'm going to go beat his ass and then burn every fucking pamphlet and make sure everybody knows.
Yeah. I'm no longer going to California. I'm gonna
dangerous.
fucking throw the people's elbow at this man's head.
This bitch.
Seriously, fucking Lawrence. This shortcut, quotes, also sets the group back by weeks now. Over a month, probably. And also seriously dwindles their supplies.
Yeah. And they're weak. Their animals are tired.
Yeah, this is the big factor that like really fucks them. So, because the group is so far behind in the other wagon train, and they were also the last wagon train to leave Independence, Missouri in May, they are the last wagon train to be going over the Sierra Mountains that year.
Okay.
They're the last ones. Which means if for some reason they run into trouble,
No one's there to help you.
there will be no other wagon trains to help get them out of whatever situation they
Yeah,
run
you can't
into.
just hitch a ride.
No.
Okay.
No other supplies coming. No help.
God, the procrastination is a problem.
Procrastination, is that what we're going to call it?
For the original.
Oh.
The original moment, they were like, okay, we'll be at the last. That's fine. It's
Yeah.
risky.
It was risky. I mean, but then they're like, oh, it's fine. Like, we have enough people.
It's fine if you like follow the well-traveled route.
Yeah. I mean, really, if you're going to procrastinate in that way, you can't
it's like,
take a shortcut.
How much risk are you willing to accept? You're already going to be among the last. There's no one there to help you. And then you're like, let's double down.
Yeah, let's take
and
this
like do this new
shortcut.
thing.
Let's take this cut off.
Silly, unfortunately. Like deadly silly behavior.
Absolutely. Okay, so now we're going to October because September 26th is when they got back to the California Trail. Fuck. Which they're still at the other end of the Sierras. They still have to go over the Sierras.
Okay.
Morale of the Donner Party is low. They have run out of supplies and they are dangerously late to getting over the last mountain passes in the Sierra Nevadas, and everyone is fucking stressed.
Okay.
I can only imagine.
Okay.
Anxieties are high. There's no Prozac in sight.
I know. Yeah. Just this like thing looming over you like every day.
Every day.
Every minute counts right now.
Yeah, totally. So on October 5th, 2 wagons get entangled and everyone is trying to fix the issue. James Reed gets so frustrated while trying to untangle the oxen, he stabs another man, John Snyder, killing him.
Wow. Okay.
So, in this scenario, I'm imagining like James like trying to figure out the situation. He's like trying to get the oxen to calm down. They're probably freaking out, and then like this guy is just in the background like micromanaging. He's like, "Oh, if you do it this way."
How did they get mixed up to begin with? I don't understand.
I don't know. But like he was probably like, "Will you shut the fuck up?" And like I just like didn't shut the fuck up, and he was just like, "Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna stab you."
Oh my god. Maybe there's so many scenarios.
I'm not trying to give him an excuse. I'm not trying to victim blame.
I'm just like, maybe things are so tangled that it's like we're gonna have to start cutting stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you're not cutting my shit. Let's cut your shit.
Right. Yeah,
well,
totally.
if you cut my shit, then I can't drag this house that my family lives in.
My 2-story wagon and he's an extra set of oxen.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna. It's my everything's. What are we supposed to
walk?
Walk?
And then he's talking shit about his wagon. He's
It
like,
does
your
seem like
wagon's
it's a
fucking
little
stupid.
more intense than micromanaging.
Yes, it's intense
like,
micromanaging.
We are probably fighting for our lives here.
Yeah, they are totally.
Okay.
So yeah, so a man dies in this spat.
So now it's the second death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murder.
This one's a straight up murder. Okay.
Damn. Okay.
So George Donner, he's the official leader of this group. He decides to banish Reed instead of executing him, even though the rest of the group was like, let's just hang him right now. Like he obviously killed somebody.
Wow. Okay.
But George Donner's like, no, you're just banished from the group.
We don't have time to hang him. Like,
We're not
who's gonna build the
You're a waste of a rope right now.
Like, I don't even know what the
gallows.
Thank you. I was like, there's a word. Who builds that? We don't have time.
No, they don't have time. They're like, just fucking leave. Just get out of here. Like,
that's a death sentence on its own.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So James Reed's family, however, stays for the Donner
okay.
party at James's request.
They barely have a choice, too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, strength by numbers. So before entering the Sierra Nevadas, the group would lose more people. One of the men in the Donner party, named Louis Kessenberg, kicks an older man out of his wagon, who was named Hard Coop.
Hard what?
Hard Coop.
Coop. Okay.
Coop. He told him that he either needed to walk or to die.
Yeah. Okay. He's
Yeah.
probably sick and it's just wait.
Just makes me so fucking sad. Louis Kessenberg comes back later. He's a piece of shit. It's also known that he was kind of a wife abuser to his very young wife. And just like was an overall dick.
Okay.
But he kicks this old man out of his wagon. No one else is willing
It's
to.
not a stranger old man. He must have been related to them, right? It's not just
I
like
think
a random...
maybe one of the like solo men travelers that was with him before. So no one else is willing to let the old man ride with them.
Yeah, everyone's desperate.
And so he falls behind the group and is never seen again.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know why. That just seems like so fucking tragic.
Yeah, it is tragic.
Like this old man just watching this wagon train get further and further away. He's just
Knowing
like
that you're
trying to
gonna-
catch up and he's just done for.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's so
bad.
fucked. It's real bad. A few days later, another man in the Donner Party is killed. Some claim it is by Peyote Native Americans. Others believe it was by someone else in the group.
I think it's Paiute. Am I wrong?
Peyote?
Peyote?
Paiute?
I think it's Paiute.
I'm gonna look it up.
We should look it up. Peyote, isn't that the drug?
I thought that's what peyote was named after.
Let's look it up. How do you spell it?
Peyyote.
Peyot. You're right. Where are we ending up with a P? And I think it's Paiute, and you think it's peyote, and I think peyote is just the drug.
You know what? Someone will probably correct us.
Do you know what it is? These fucking colonizers to blame.
I blame the colonizers for me
Oh
saying
my
that
God.
wrong. How about that? Okay.
Okay.
Another man is shot and killed in an accident a week later.
I find both stories
Very sketch.
suspicious.
Very sketch.
Okay.
So that means that 4 people in the Donner Party were killed in the month of October. So we haven't even hit the Sierras yet.
Damn. It's October and they're not even there.
They're not even there.
That's fucked.
October 19th, 1846. Charles Stanton, one of the men who left to go get supplies, he returns with 7 pack of mules carrying supplies. He's got some, they all got little saddlebags.
It's the second coming of Christ at this point.
A little
Thank
bit,
fucking
for
God.
sure.
Yeah.
All those women are like, I will do whatever you want.
You could get it.
You can get it. Along with the resupply, he also brings back 2 indigenous men from the Miwok tribe named Luis and Salvador.
I know these. I recall here. These were good dudes.
Yeah.
I think they saved them. It was helpful.
They were helpful.
Yes.
For sure. In the last week of October, the Donner Party makes it to what is now Reno, Nevada. But unfortunately, they can see the Sierra Nevadas and they already have snow on them. Honestly, I'm like, do we just stay here?
I know. Why wouldn't you just stay?
Why wouldn't you
Maybe
just
there's
stay?
not enough.
Supplies? Is there gonna be enough fucking supplies in the snow?
No, certainly not.
There's
But
a lot.
Is there an option to stay? I don't know.
I don't know either. In a hope to lighten their load in Reno, the group tries to get rid of some of their supplies, which is essentially all their personal belongings.
It does seem like it would have been better though, just to stay there.
Stay there.
As much as that's awful, but then you got to stay many months and I don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can stay over the winter, right?
Definitely.
So, I mean, if
You've got to stay there probably 6 months, to be honest.
Yeah.
Until the weather's nice enough to cross those mountains again.
Yeah. Until spring.
Not spring.
Not even spring, you're right.
Summer.
Yeah, because mountain passes have snow for a long time.
Yeah.
So in the Reno, they decide to get rid of their personal belongings. Some of them bury them and hopefully to find them later.
Okay.
Some of them just throw them in the wind.
Yeah.
Like, fuck grandma's jewels. I don't
That's
care
like
anymore.
me every time I move. I'm like, I don't care about whatever that was anymore.
We have talked about this. The last time I moved, like, why aren't you throwing this away? I'm like, I don't know, because I could still use it.
The first time I moved, I kept more shit, but every time I moved after that, I was like,
Fuck it.
if I don't use it every week, I don't need it.
You know what? It's not a bad way to live.
I would be the one just chucking it. I would not be burying
You
it.
probably would have chucked it, like, at the beginning.
I would have been chucking stuff.
You're like, you know what, I don't
listen,
need this.
you guys and your heavy ass wagons are not gonna make it, but like I'm gonna ditch a bunch of stuff,
Right.
and we're gonna
I'm GTFOing out of here.
catch up with us later.
Right?
Yeah.
Catch you never.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay. So, October 31st, 1846.
October 31st.
Halloween.
Oh my god, that's fucking
Ominous.
It's so bad. It's just like definitely winter is coming.
It is, yeah, she is here, girl.
Yeah, in the mountains for
In
sure.
the mountains, yeah. So the Donner Party reaches Truckee Lake in California.
Truckee Lake it gets really bad in Truckee Lake.
Stanton and the two Miwok scouts encouraged the group to press on and keep going. George Donner and the rest of the group decided that they should stop for the day and rest in some of the older cabins that had been built previously by the lake. So there's already some kind of existing structures there. Also, one of the axles of George Donner's wagon had snapped further down the trail by Alder Creek, so they wanted to figure out what to do there as well. So they're all like, we need to stop, we need to figure out some shit. We need a rest. In a little bit of foreshadowing, Truckee Lake is now called Donner Lake. That fateful Halloween night would be the end of the Donner Party wagon train. A major snowstorm rolled in, and it just didn't stop for days. The group tried to press on the next day on November 1st, but the way was closed in by snow. They were, for lack of a better word, fucked.
Yeah.
Snow now blocks both the way forward towards California and the way back from which they came.
It's too late to turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The Donner Party did the only thing they could do. Make shelters and try to ride out the winter with limited supplies in the Sierra Nevada mountain range.
Again, you
Worst
had
case scenario.
opportunities to turn around before when it felt like it was too late. You could have stayed. Where were they? In Reno. Mm-hmm. Didn't stay in Reno, and now you can't go anywhere.
Now you're
And you, like we just said, you're there for 5 or 6 months probably at best. Hopefully it's a mild season, or you have an early spring.
best case scenario.
Oh my god.
It's not good.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
So loosely at this time, there were 81 members of the Donner Party.
Oh, that's quite a
Big
amount of them.
Yeah, it's a big group of people that they were going to all have to set up camp at Truckee Lake. The members included the Breen, Graves, Reed, Murphy, Kessenberg, Eddy, and Donner families. There were 3 cabins built up at the lake using pine logs and oxen hides. None of them had windows and all of them had dirt floors. Each cabin housed 2 families. The Donner family had set up a camp a bit further away because of the axle break on their wagon, and they ended up using the materials from the wagons to construct tents to try to shelter from the winter.
Jesus.
And this is a picture of the...
Oh, okay. I was like, there's a photo of the structures. No, there's not.
No.
It's just a map.
Just a map to give you an idea of where everyone's camping, essentially. The worst camping trip ever.
Oof, the Donner camp is considerably far. Okay. Yeah, that's a hike.
We took a break because the pod track broke.
You have new batteries, right? And then we got off topic talking about fiber. All right, so we're talking about
the map of
the map of where everyone's located. So there's a little lake, and then it looks like you go up a hill,
Yeah.
up a mountain, and the Donner camp is up the, yeah.
Yeah, either down. I think probably down because there's a creek where the Donners are camping. And usually...
Oh, really?
The creek is running off from the lake,
okay.
right? Yeah.
Wow, that's page orientation for you. So if I just turn it a different way, then I could see it going down. So to me, a directionally challenged person, up is north. That's always
Yeah, that's
not
fair.
accurate.
It's not accurate, but you know what?
But you're a hiker.
It is logical.
Thank you.
Because, yeah, up is north. So, by this time, the group had been traveling for 6 months. Over 2,400 miles. Because of the goddamn shortcut.
You guys, we do that in an afternoon now in the air.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
5 hours.
Huh?
Jesus.
So, in a cosmically tragic irony, the group only had 100 miles to go
No.
before reaching their final destination, California.
Oh my God. So like those weeks counted.
really fucking counted.
Oh my God, it hurts my feelings so bad.
It hurts my feelings and I'm not even there.
Yeah.
Obviously, the multiple week delay at the beginning and during the cutoff, shortcut, whatever you want to call it, long cut, maybe, at this point. Just, it led them to being stuck at Truckee Lake with limited supplies and few little choices at this point. They're snowed in at both ends. They are fucked.
Okay.
This is like worst case scenario, honestly. Trapped at this mountain pass were 25 men, 15 women, and 41 children.
Okay. That's a lot of kids. God damn.
Yeah, and at least 6 of these kids were under the age of 6.
Okay, so there were no babies born on this route. These are all like...
No, I think the youngest was like 1.
Oh.
It's still...
So there was like a newborn on the way out there.
I don't think there's a newborn, but I think there's still babies. It's not good.
Okay, because they've been traveling for
6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe they were 6 months old when they left.
Oof.
Yeah. This first sketch is just kind of...
Honestly, looks beautiful and nice, but I know it's
a
not.
rendering of the Donner Lake camp.
Okay.
So you see the cabins with the pine logs.
Did you do it? Oh, you were about to show me a modern day picture?
I'm going to show you a picture.
Okay. So I was like, did you Google Maps this? I would need to know what
so,
it looks like now.
So these cabins are gone. They're no longer there.
Of course.
I think there is...
But like, is it brush? Like,
on top?
we're from the land of like underbrush. So that just looks like pretty cleared out to me.
So yeah, once you get like higher mountain elevations, there's like less underbrush.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, there probably was some brush, but these cabins were already established
Yeah.
when they got there.
Okay.
They use like
It
oxen.
looks gorgeous. I know that it's like hard to appreciate the beauty when it's killing you, but like it's so beautiful.
I know. There's also, so they use oxen hides on the roof.
Uh-huh.
But this is what they were calling a Donner stump. So this was one of the trees that were cut down by the Donner Party in like where the top is cut off. That is where the snow was at.
Oh my God.
Just to give you an indication of how much fucking snow
It's
they were
like
dealing
one
with.
story. Like, oh.
I think it's 8 feet
Yeah.
at some
Like
point.
it's like if you had a 1-story home, probably
Yeah.
it'd be like approximately.
Yeah, so I mean, like, there's no way they can get out of there. And I think some people like can't wrap their head around like, why wouldn't you just try? And they did, but there's just so much fucking snow.
So what, like you're lost or like you can't move through it with that many people?
If you don't have snowshoes, you can't
Yeah,
walk
they
on snow
don't,
like
yeah.
that. So, I mean, it's not good. It's not good. In November, one of the members of the party named Patrick Breen started journaling what was going on up at the lake. And I think the reason why we have some accounts of like what actually happened at the lake is because of this journal from Patrick Breen. On November 20th, 1846, Patrick wrote that the group had already eaten most of their cattle and the meat was of poor quality and there was no salt left to preserve or cure it. Because you have to do something
you don't think
with
about
it.
those little things.
Yeah, exactly. And at this point, it had been snowing for 8 days straight. November 29th, Breen wrote that he had killed his last oxen that day, and it was getting more and more difficult to collect wood for fires.
Okay, so at this point, they're like, we're not trying to go and we're giving up.
Yeah.
At least some of us have given up going anywhere. We're just trying to survive right now.
No, they're just stuck. You can't travel in the snow like this.
It's day to day.
Yeah, it's day to day. You just have to hunker down and try to figure out how to survive.
Yeah, and how do you start a fire if everything's wet?
Yep. Yeah.
You didn't prepare
No, you weren't ready for this.
to be living in the winter.
No,
At
not
camp?
in a fucking mountain.
It would take months probably to prepare to get through the winter.
If you lived in
if
this
you knew
cabin,
it was
it would
happening.
take the rest of the year to prepare to live in this cabin for the winter.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
it would take like the spring, summer, fall. You'd just be preparing, and they didn't have that.
It's just like sad they didn't have like, you know, a psychic or a crystal ball or something that could be like, hey,
A medium.
nobody came to them in their dreams.
A spiritual guide. They're like,
Yes.
get the fuck out, girl.
Yes, anything that was like, hey, y'all, let's start planning for a different future. And the future is rough, so plan for that now.
The
like,
future
do what you
thing
can.
for you is not good.
So start preparing.
Yeah,
Like,
get some sticks.
Sticks.
Just get some sticks for kindling, at the least.
Do things. Yeah.
Maybe get some salt.
I don't know. Send somebody back for salt.
Or just stay in Reno.
I know. How far is it to Reno? You could put something on a... They had no horses?
We'll talk about that.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'm so mad about it. Okay.
So the group tried to set traps for small animals, but they were scarce because most of the small animals had gone down to lower elevations like they do. Yeah, I'm not staying up here.
No one would stay up here.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, no.
Little chipmunk's like, you guys are dumb, and like runs away. Yeah.
Okay.
They also tried to fish out of the frozen lake, but they were also coming up empty there.
A frozen lake. Wow.
The lake is frozen.
What does a fish do? They die?
I think they do in like a weird hibernation thing.
Okay.
Or like a...
Never thought about it. I don't live in a place that lakes freeze. So
Yeah.
never
Any
did
ice
that.
fishers out there?
They must stay warm enough down there. The water must be colder, but like it stays
I
an
wonder if it
ambient,
just-
earthy, cold temperature.
It just is a consistent temp. Like it's always cold.
Huh. And I'm sure the lake isn't frozen solid. So there's some fish just down there.
There's just like a sheet of ice on top.
How do they eat or get? I'm very curious now about what
Very
happens to
curious
fish
about
in a
that,
frozen
too.
lake.
I mean, your husband might have some answers.
I don't know. I'll ask him.
Actually, you know who probably has some answers? Michelle.
She probably would have an answer.
Shout out to Michelle. She listens.
Shout out.
She likes to fish. Her and her fiance Caden. So you guys probably have some fish answers. Give us some. Okay. At one point, a man had successfully hunted a bear for its meat, but that also ran out quickly because it's like 81 people.
It's a lot of people.
It's a
yeah.
lot of people. Things at camp were already getting miserable and dire. The constant new snow sometimes made it impossible for families to leave the cabins and going to the bathroom. I just think about that. Like, you have a corner, I guess. Oh. So, the meat from the oxen at this point was almost all gone. So the party started boiling ox hides in strips that create a jelly-like substance that almost had no nutritional value.
That's the hard part. Is it like they tried, but like
They tried everything. They also boiled the bones of oxen and the horses that they had slaughtered in water to try to get some sort of like soup.
Yep. Bone broth. Not a terrible idea.
Yeah. The children began picking at the oxen rugs that were on the ground of the cabins.
You cannot fathom starving
Like this.
to that point.
Yeah.
Or like the rug looks.
Delicious.
Yes, I can't.
I
make
can't
sense of it.
either. So
And I feel like a dick about talking about broccoli. The way they needed broccoli and anything.
they need some broccoli.
That's
So
awful.
bad. Yeah. Some others began boiling tree bark and pine cones.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to eat them. You know, there was talks about they were boiling their leather shoes, their clothing.
Their clothing. Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to do literally anything and anything to try to figure out if they could eat it.
Yeah. Straps and yeah.
Yeah, just everything. Leather was a big one. Because it's technically made from, especially then, it was made from hides of animals, and I
Yeah.
kind of get the logic. If you boil it, maybe it turns
And the
back
thing
into
is, like,
something.
Only until you can like boil it. It's like you know what I mean? And then if you don't have wood, you can't build a fire. Then what are you even doing? Like if you're even, still able to survive. Like the whole thing is very stressful.
Yeah, the leather situation, just eating leather sounds ridiculous. I can imagine. It's wild. By December, Patrick Breen had estimated that the snow was 8 feet deep, and the group knew that they needed to figure out a way to get help. On December 16th, Stanton, the guy that originally went back to get supplies, and the two Miwok natives, Luis and Salvador, led a group of 15, which consisted of 9 men, 5 women, and a 12-year-old boy. So the plan was for them to go down to the lake with homemade snowshoes they had made in an effort to get help. The group was originally named the Snowshoe Party, but would later be known as the Forlorn Hope Party.
Forlorn hope does not
It has
sound good.
not a fun
And so
vibe.
which lake are you talking about? The
Truckee.
Truckee Lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Truckee Lake's the only lake.
In vicinity.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many of the Forlorn Hope Party had left behind their own children in the care of other families, thinking that they could make the trip faster without them. or because they didn't want to watch their own children starve to death. The Forlorn Hope Party brought limited supplies with them, including some food rations of what they had left. They brought pistols, they brought hatchets, and they brought blankets, one for each person. The hope of the party was to make it to Bear Valley because that area had a large gold mining establishment that created like a kind of a town around it, which is a big thing in the West. By December 21st, the Forlorn Hope Party had run out of their supplies, aka their rations. And also Stanton, the guy in charge, had gone snowblind.
Yes. This portion of the book, there's a big portion of the book.
Yeah. Do you know what snowblind is?
Yeah, it's where the sun reflects off the snow and fucks your eyes.
It literally,
right?
It sunburns your retinas.
Yeah. And that's why, like, certain native peoples in cold regions, like Alaska, they invented sunglasses, right? Where they made these, like, tiny...
But they had, like, the tiny little slits.
They put, basically, masks on with this little tiny slits that limits the amount of light that can
they're like, what's his name from Star Trek? That has the thing across his face.
Okay, yeah. I've never...
It's not Data.
I've never seen Star Trek, but I know the...
LaForge. Wow. Where that came from.
Why?
Do I know that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who was watching it in your home?
Probably my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he goes snowblind. Stanton. So Stanton sits on a log, smokes a pipe, and tells the Forlorn Hope Party to forge ahead, and hopefully that he can be rescued on the way back.
Yikes.
He was like, this is in the best interest of everybody. I can't walk anymore. I'm just going to sit here and wait.
Wait, because of his snow blindness?
He couldn't see.
Can't he listen to them?
He was just slowing them down, though.
Just close your eyes and follow.
Survival of the fittest, baby.
Yeah, it's hard. It's rough.
It's hard.
When you can't get your footing, you don't know where you're stepping or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Spoiler
He
alert.
should have stayed back.
He died.
Yeah.
His bones were found later in the area, so
Wow.
how he died is unknown.
Well.
Yeah. He's like sat on that log, smoked his pipe.
Probably froze.
Probably froze. Yeah, he's like, I'm clocking my ticket. This is it.
Honestly, it's a moderately peaceful way to go. It sounds awful, but
Yeah, you
there are
just
worse
fall
ways.
asleep, right?
Probably, yeah.
Up at the lake, things were not better. Jacob Donner and 3 other men had died down at Donner Camp. Margaret Reed had managed to scrape up enough rations for a Christmas soup, but eventually these stranded travelers would begin to eat the oxen hides that were originally the roofs of their cabins.
Yeah.
They're eating the roof.
It's desperate.
It's so desperate. Like, you need a roof in the snow.
Yes, you do. Yes. It's not like you can just build a different one or have already.
No. Like, you would have already, right?
Oh my God. It's just, it's so bad.
The Forlorn Party were not prepared in any way to really navigate their way down a mountain to get help.
Yeah.
These guys, they weren't like explorers. They were just like average people. So they were starving, and finally someone suggested in the group that they needed to eat something or someone.
Okay.
The Forlorn Party debated drying sticks, having some sort of lottery, which is the shittiest lottery ever, or having a duel to see who would be the sacrificial lamb so the party could eat.
Wait, they were like, one of us is going to die?
Yeah, they were like...
We're going to kill the person and we're going to eat them?
Uh-huh.
How far away were they from the other dead guy?
A couple days.
This is the Forlorn Party, the small group of people.
Yeah. Stanton had like... That was a couple days earlier before they decided to do this.
All right.
Because
so now a new person has to die?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so they were deciding how to do that. They're like, do we draw sticks? Do we have a lottery? Do we have a duel? Eventually, though, they decided to wait for whoever died of natural causes first.
There was somebody that was probably hurt.
Right. And they would be the person to be consumed by the rest of the group.
Yum. Can't wait.
So excited.
Jesus.
Yeah. One man only known by Antonio, I'm assuming he's one of the hired servants. So he dies soon after this debate, and he is consumed by the Forlorn Hope Party. One of the men in the party, named Franklin Graves, is on death's doorstep. Franklin tells his daughters, Mary and Sarah, that if he dies, they should eat his flesh. On December 26th, 1846.
Just a cringe.
I know.
Just a permanent cringe. This thing is just so bad. Okay, I'm listening.
So, December 26th, 1846, we come to one of the first incidents that made the Donner Party famous. Mary and Sarah Graves eat pieces of their own now deceased father, crying and looking away from one another while doing it.
It's awful. Like the trauma of the whole thing.
Yeah. So after the consumption of Graves and Antonio, a blizzard would roll in. The four-lone group had to hunker down and make camp. One of the men at the camp, named Patrick Dolan, began to rant deliriously and stripped himself naked and ran off into the woods.
Yeah.
He just lost his mind. He would return shortly after, running off, and then he passes away.
Oh, God.
The group then begins to consume him.
Like immediately, or just like, we're going to be here for days? These are just weeks.
They're just sitting there. They're hunkering down.
How many days between each of these incidents? Do we know?
A couple days.
Oh my God. Are you even hungry a couple days after you eat another? I
Meg,
just don't know.
Meg, we just had lunch and you're already talking
That's a
about
good
dinner.
point. That's a really good point. Oh, God. Okay, you're right.
So the thing is, too,
Good point.
this is not going to sound great. I learned this from a podcast, but human meat does not have nutritional value.
It's not for us, yeah. Or at all.
Yeah. It just...
Oh. I just had this shame, an enormous amount of shame wash over my body. It's we are useless.
We really
The
are.
most nihilist, shameful feeling I've ever had. I was like, wow, my body cannot even sustain another being. Oh my God.
That's the thing is humans are not nutritionally rich to eat.
But pregnant women must be. For their babies.
Wow,
I'm not saying we should
dude.
eat the pregnant one. I'm just saying
Wow.
let's give credit to women because we can sustain a life.
Oh, I see where you're going. Mm-hmm. Okay. I made that way darker in my brain.
I'm not talking about
Because of the subject matter.
I'm not trying to eat them.
No, let's not.
If I was gonna, probably would be the richest source of all the things.
Yeah, yeah.
But a woman wouldn't be able to sustain a pregnancy after all this anyway.
No, absolutely not. Maybe that's why there was no newborns.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yeah.
Some miscarriages along the way.
So, the blizzard rolls in.
The other girls have been crying over daddy.
They eat Dolan, Patrick Dolan. And after that, a 12-year-old boy by the name of Lemuel Murphy dies not long after Dolan does, and he is then prepared and consumed. 12-year-old. Sad. I don't know why it's sadder. That's a boy. I don't know.
It's all
fucked. It's all.
Yeah, it is sad. It is sad.
It's all fucked. Okay. After the first night of the blizzard, the bodies of Antonio, Patrick, Lemuel, and other Patrick. There's Patrick Graves and Patrick Dolan. Just to clarify. So there's two Patricks, and Antonio, and a Lemuel. All of them are deceased. They're all cut into strips, and their organs are set aside for consumption.
And there's women in this party, and the women are still alive.
Yeah.
We must have different...
Sisters are doing it for themselves.
There's also probably some different body chemistry.
Oh, for sure.
The fat content probably is keeping you alive. We have a higher fat than men do generally.
Yeah, totally. The group hunkers down for 2 more days and tries to wait out the blizzard that's happening. So the thing about being in cold weather, you need to eat more calories.
Yeah.
Because your body's trying to keep you warm.
The shivering burns a lot of calories too.
So during the blizzard, they continue to eat the flesh of their fallen friends and family.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's a real awkward time in that tent, for sure. So the 2 Miwok guides, Luis and Salvador, refuse to take part in the cannibalism.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm. William Eddy, another man in the group, tries to refuse to eat the human flesh as well, but he would eventually succumb to his hunger and partakes in the cannibalism. It's not good. But what else are they supposed to fucking do? That's a hard part.
No, I'm not judging it. I
No.
just would like to know more about the people that were able to refuse it. Was it a religious thing, or was it no, this is...
I think it's just such a taboo.
In a different culture?
In every culture.
Were they Catholic or were they...
No, they were from a tribe.
So
They're
they
Miwok
were...
Indians.
Okay, but I don't know if they'd already been...
Yeah, maybe they had been converted to Catholicism.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a whole alive
Yeah.
plane crash.
Yeah, I
they
think
were
that's
all
probably why I'm like, how did they?
were all super Catholic and had a really hard time come to the point of eating people as well.
All right, so these guys are like, no, we can't, for whatever reason, many reasons.
Yeah, I mean,
but are they starving or are they like?
No, they're starving. They're starving. They just have better, I don't know,
All right, so they didn't do
control than others. William Eddy refuses to eat, but he does eventually eat. So after the first 4 deaths, another man named Jay Fosdick dies and is consumed by the now 7 people left in the party. Because racism is thriving in 1846, the rest of the Forlone group thought that it would now be the best option to eat the 2 Native Americans in the group.
All right.
AKA Luis and Salvador. And they thought that they could do this instead of eating anybody else.
Okay, too late, but sure.
Right? So William Eddy, the man that originally was like trying not to partake, he warns Luis and Salvador that they're like, hey,
they're looking at you now.
They're looking at you. You look like
they had to know.
Yeah, they're looking at you. You're probably next.
Jesus, I cannot imagine how desperate the situation is for people to do this.
Right. So Luis and Salvador ran away, but being also extremely malnourished and starving, they didn't get very far. A few days later, and 25 days after leaving Truckee Lake, Luis and Salvador were found and murdered by one of the surviving men.
They hunted them down?
And a man named William Foster shoots and murders them.
Oh my God.
And then they are consumed.
Oh my God. How far are they away from the rest of the party?
They're about 25 days out.
And the lake wasn't that far.
There's nothing up with the lake, though, to eat.
So, like, where are they going?
They're going down the Bear Valley.
Okay.
I told you that.
I need to see a map to know. I'm just like, where are these mythical places? Are we up or are we down?
They're probably about like 18 miles.
Are they on the move still, or they're just hanging out there?
No, they're still on the move. So there was that blizzard. They had to stop for the blizzard, lay it out for like 3 or 4 days. That's when they were like eating the other people who had passed away.
How far are they from this bear region?
Bear Valley?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second.
I'm getting irritated. I'm like, now we're hunting people? This is so fucked.
It's not good. I mean, yeah. But the thing is like, they were the 2 Miwok indigenous people. And so their rationale was like, well, they're indigenous people and racism is racism.
So they're basically like deer now? They helped get you this far.
I know the logic there is fucked, but like
I know it's
like,
desperation, but it's still just like I'm getting.
It's gross. It's really gross. It's
very gross. Is there no other animal out there?
No. All the animals have the fucking better thought to get down.
I guess I just like also can't fathom how bad it is. Like even growing up in the West near like a mountain pass, I still can't fathom how bad it is.
And I don't want to be in that situation.
Oh, of course not. I'm just like, I'm over here just like irritated, but I'm like, you really just don't understand.
You really just don't. I'm not saying it's like up to this point, okay, they were like waiting for people to die and then they were consuming them. This feels like a shift.
Yeah.
Because they hunted these 2 men down.
And we're desensitized now to eating human flesh, and that's what we got to do. And
the limit is like there is no limit now.
And
essentially,
there's got to. It's just something has happened now. We are split from
reality.
Like the before times.
Yeah.
And now this is.
Yeah, I was a person before I came to Truckee Lake. I'm a person after.
Yeah.
And they're not the same.
All right. It's complicated.
This happens at the end of December 1846.
2 months it's devolved.
Yes.
Or actually a month, because it was October 31st. So it's...
Yeah.
I guess it's like November and December.
November.
Roughly 2 months.
Yeah.
And
8 weeks, no food.
And savage debauchery.
Yeah.
Survival situation now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Every man, woman, child for
So
himself,
rough.
I guess.
Yeah.
The winter of 1847 is going to be a much bleaker beginning for the Donner Party.
Awesome.
And that is where we're going to end episode 1 of this.
Honestly, thank you. Please, like, you need a a goddamn break from it. It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. It's nightmare fuel. It really is. It's fucked.
Literally, if I had this nightmare, I'd wake up and be like, I'm going to be traumatized for at least 3 days from this.
If you have this nightmare, you wake up and you're like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, you're like, what? You're sweating.
Yeah.
You like wake up your partner or call your best friend. You're like, something weird happened to me last night and I'm not okay, frankly, just from this nightmare.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know if I need some mental help. What is happening to me?
Did
But
I
this
enter
is not good.
a different dimension last night that was too real? That was too fucking rough.
Yeah. Was I one of these people?
Wow. Okay. We're in it.
We are in it.
With the Donner Party.
We are in it with the Donner Party.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. That's episode 1.
Okay.
There'll be episode 2 next week.
We'll be here for episode 2.
We're going to do episode 2 right now.
We're going to record it now. So I really get no break.
You really get no break. You get a pee break.
I need to take a little.
We can drink some more. Maybe eat some food. Drink some more, eat some food. And then we'll get back into it.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it, but it was almost like we need to eat lunch before we do this.
Oh, yeah. Because then we won't be hungry.
Oh, just because of the subject matter.
Totally.
That's what I was thinking.
No, totally. We won't be hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the problem is I would feel hungry. Mm-hmm. And then I'd be like, but I have no appetite. And now I'm hangry.
Yeah. And then you'd become really unhinged in this podcast.
Hey, the wheels have come off. Okay.
Yeah, it really has. Okay. But yeah, we will see you guys next week. We will conclude this story. Thanks for hanging with us. And until next time,
stay grimly curious. Please. Thank you so much for listening. Music by Alex Kingston and Adam McKinnon.
For podcast photos and updates, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Grimly Podcast.
Be sure to rate and review, and we will see you next week for another episode. Bye, bitch.